What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to be taking a not so beloved character and trying to make him cool again. And that is my boy Jar Jar Binks. I don't hate him as much as everyone else seems to, but I thought he was an interesting character. But every image I've ever seen of Jar Jar Binks has been silly. He's just like he's full of nonsense. So I took it as a challenge to what can I do to make Jar Jar Binks look as cool as I can with little to minimum change from his overall features. So that is the challenge I will be taking on today. And as you see here, I'm looking through some reference photos. I've seen a few with him holding his thumbs up, and I think that's the way I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take him from the waist up because we are trying to get him to look as cool as he is. So I said I might not need his whole body. So this will be done on Procreate. So first I decided what I was gonna do, and it's not a full profile, it's kind of half and half. So I had my overall sketch and the layout of how I wanted him to be standing. And then I created a layer on top. And I'm using the technical pen on Procreate. This is just one of my favorite pens on here for these type of drawings because it kind of has the feel and look of marker on paper. So once I had that, the challenge now is just trying to get this character to look like Jar Jar Binks. And my first idea was definitely I didn't want him smiling, because that is one of the first things that is gonna show some level of silliness or weakness on his part. And as you see, once I did not even throw the smile in, I just said this character just changed the overall look of him almost instantaneously. So as I'm moving on, I decided I'm not gonna add much more to change up his features. I kind of made his eyes a little angry and the nose smiling, and that is working. So I said, I'm just gonna go and add the color. And if after that, I still feel like I might wanna add some changes, I'm gonna do that. But you know, we don't wanna overkill. You know that saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we are just going, and I always like drawings like this because I never know how it's gonna come out. It's kind of just a straight freestyle, and basically like a sketchbook taken to the next level, just going for it and seeing what becomes. So my idea was, you know, Jar Jar is he has a couple of different colors going on his skin. So my idea was to get the colors as close as I could and then try to blend them a little bit together. So that is what we're doing here, getting the shadow tones in and the layer of that, I don't even know what you would call that back flap right there. Getting those layers going. And as I'm moving along with this character, if you've never tried to draw Jar Jar, he's actually a fun character to draw. It's definitely different and interesting. And say what you want about this character, he's definitely a memorable character. Even if people didn't receive him as well as they've received a lot of other characters in the Star Wars universe, he is definitely an unforgettable kind of character. So say what you want about him. He's here to stay. And on his arm, it looks like he has some kind of designs going on there. So we're just trying to get all that in place. And then now we are with the smudge tool, just smudging. And you know, if I take away too much of the highlights of the shadows, I would just come back and put it in. But it's a good technique to try. You know, you have the blending and smudging underneath, and then you adding some more details on top of that. And that just adds a different effect. And that's one of the things I enjoy about Procreate. It allows you to be free with your illustrations. You know, and hopefully as Procreate puts out more updates, you know, it'll just get more details and more features in it. But for now, it's definitely a good tool to use. And I'm trying to get and smudge out as much as the hard lines as I can. And that is just adding to the overall look of Jar Jar. And this illustration that I've done. And of course, you know, once you start getting rid of the hard lines and the hard edges, you're creating more of a painterly style. And once I did his skin, I said, okay, I want the entire look of this character that I'm doing here to be majority painterly, with some details added on and some lines that might be a little harder than others, but for the most part, majority of lines are blurred out. And that's what I'm doing here, even on the outline, trying to just tone that down a bit and let that blend into the overall skin tones that we have here. And I took away a little more shadow than I would like, so I added a little more behind his head, getting some more highlights on the lips, and just blur that out a bit. Some more highlights on the ridge over his nose there, the little ridges on the back flap. Get some on the eye right there. And we are close to the end. And there you have it, folks. Jar Jar is done. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm posting new videos. Leave a comment. Any feedback will be appreciated. So until next time, y'all be good and be safe. Peace.